The first time hearing my voice, I spoke to one or two of you on the phone, but otherwise, this is the first for a few of you. Um, I first want to start with apologizing for some of the channels not working in the beginning or at the end of last week, at the beginning of the community launch. And then I also want to thank you guys for some of you sending me suggestions on how to better and master the teaching system. Obviously, this is very raw, coming from my head where I sit here. Even the recording was very new to me. I had to Google how to record on a MacBook or how to screen record. And then I just want to let you guys, the majority of channels are fixed. I did fix the settings, and if there's anything else you can't see or can't read in a channel, please let me know right away, and then we will fix it. Me and my team will be on it. Like I said, we just learn as we go on. Very new to me. I'm still very young. Even though I'm young, I'm not always the best with technology. So then I want to urge you guys to, if I'm not mistaken, it was one of the first channels, the welcome channel. I did tag everyone there, but say where you're from, what you do for a living, why you got into trading, and how long you've been in the journey with trading, and so on, just so that we can get to know each other a little bit more. Like I said, spoke to one of two of you on the phone, so I kind of have an idea where you're from, but I still don't know why or what got you into trading and what's your purpose with taking trading further and why you're doing it, like I said. And then, without further ado, I want to start. I don't want to make these recordings too long. I want to keep them sweet and short so that the focus doesn't drift. When I come to sit for London session, you'll guys see last week was exceptional week on gold. It's not like that every single week, but yes, like I said, it was a very nice week. That's why I'm not rushing into things this week, taking it slow. I must say I did rush into a few trades yesterday, which I needed the humbling after a trading week like last week. You guys see when I go through everything. I am in replay mode because I kind of want you guys to see how it looks when I come and sit down for session in the morning. So let me talk you guys through my typical morning. My typical morning, I start with waking up at 5, just before 5, so that I can fetch my gym partner just before 6, so we can be at gym at 6. Gym from 6 to just before 7. And then I get home, eat breakfast, shower, look at the market, so that I'm ready by 8 o'clock when session starts for me. Okay. Sometimes I do take a trade just before London Open. London Open is at 9 o'clock UTC. Plus, you guys will see I'm from Johannesburg, South Africa, so it's 2 hours is UTC plus 2 hours in front. So just keep that in mind when I speak about times. I'm used to just speaking about my time, assuming everyone's using the same time, which obviously you guys aren't. But yeah, just have a look. Let me go straight into it. So my London strategy is based on price grabbing liquidity and then the move down or the move up, whatever the bars is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep a block here where I'm gonna write the strategy down. This strategy is very, how can I say, systematic, hence the calm approach when taking a -2R on the day. I know the strategy is profitable. I've traded it for months. I've made good money on it, and I'll continue to do so, even taking a loss, even losing a week. Okay, I've never had a losing month. I think I only had one losing week in, I don't know, quite long. So that's the most I've had. I've barely lost a week, like I said. And it's not to brag, it's just to simply emphasize the importance on stick to your strategy, trade what you see, trade your system, because it works. Why do something else when it works? Okay, so without further ado, without further talking, let me get into it. So the first step is obviously like any other strategy, get your buyers. After getting your buyers or having your buyers, you're gonna let's call it the green block. Okay, I'm going to call it a green block. I'll go through everything now with you guys, explaining everything nicely, and then area of supply or demand. Okay. Fourth, there's only 5 steps. Fourth will be waiting for 5 minutes to shift structure, and then number 5 will be a 1 or a 5 minute entry. Okay, so let's make it a bit bigger. Oh no, it's gonna be like this. Where's this? Let me do this. Okay, so when I sat down for session on Monday, this is what I saw. I saw, obviously last week, majority of the week, we were bullish. When I sat down for market open on Monday morning, I saw price managed to make a lower high. Okay, where did the lower high come from? From the area of supply. Okay, so now my first thought is, okay, we've been bullish for so long, majority of the time last week, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just check. Yeah, no, we've been bullish the majority of last week. There is room for a pullback. There is room for price to grab more orders down. There is room to fill imbalances, etc., etc. Okay, so with saying that, when we saw price making the lower high from an area of supply, and a few of you guys will understand the concept of a minor break of structure or a change of character or what. I know a few of you guys who's with James and his community. He doesn't speak about it. He doesn't believe in a change of character or whatever. It's just a break of structure for him. That's all it is. I know James wasn't my only mentor. I had someone else, and they were speaking about a change of character, and then after another break of structure, in quotation marks, that's when the drift, how can I say, officially shifts. Okay. But anyways, like I said, this is just another indication of price might be heading to the downside. Also, very small, but another lower high. This low is lower, or this high is lower than this low. Okay, let me just delete that. Just taking you guys through that quickly. Okay, like I said, so my bias for the morning was already bearish. Okay, with confirmation of areas of supply, lower high, etc., etc. Now the next step is the green block. Let me just add here the green block, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. UTC time. Okay, let me just add that UTC time. Okay, so the next thing, or my step 2 in the system, is going down to the 1 hour. Like you guys see, already marked it there. Let me just play it forward a little bit. Okay, so there, this candle is a 7 a.m. candle. So then all I do is, let me just redo it for you guys. I grab my tool, do that, just shift it one more, just so I could see it clearly. There we go. Now, when this thing is marked, when my 7 to 8 a.m. candle is marked, all I do is step 3, area of supply demand. When marking this area on the 1 hour, I immediately saw this area of supply, or this area we can use as supply where sellers might be ready to step in again. So all I do is I wait for price to come back, and we can look to take a trade from there. Now the whole thing about this system is, like I said, liquidity and trend and price action. That's where a few of you guys also ask, okay, but listen, we're not sure about your strategy. How do you trade? Can you explain to me? That's when I simply use the 3 words: liquidity, price action, trend. That's all I do. Because like I told someone this morning, he's not in the community. He just asked for some advice. He wants to join the community soon. Just some other problems he's dealing with at the moment. But I then continued to help him with a question I saw he had on another group, and I offered to help him. And I told him, stick to the trend. The trend is your friend. And with a few details I discussed with him, not too many, not to give away everything. I helped him a little bit, yeah. And then what was I busy saying? Okay, so the whole thing about this green block is if price, okay, so here's the green block, here's the 7, let me do it like this. The 7, so here's 7 a.m. 7 a.m. Oh my word, how's this going to be? Here's 8 a.m. Okay. So the whole thing about this block is price, just give me a moment guys. So price trade, whatever it's doing between 7 and 8. Now 8 o'clock hits. So the whole idea behind this block is if price breaks the low of this block first, we are going to look at bars. Okay. If price breaks the high of this block, first we are going to look for sells. It's just the same as James's ALS strategy. I'm just a little bit with a different time zone due to the different currency pair or commodity pair. Okay, we can leave that. So with that being said, we can have a look, and like I said, you guys, everything is taken on the 5 minutes. Everything's looked at the 5 minutes after this green block is drawn. Okay, so after drawing that green block, we go to the 5 minutes. We just let browse load. Okay, so you guys know that this is, like I said, you can look at the bottom, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag it to the side, just so you guys can see where it actually took out liquidity or broke through the box. Now, all I'm going to do is patiently waiting for a shift of structure, of a shift of trend to the downside in order to take my sells. Okay. You guys will see this is maybe not the best example straight up due to the break of this block being so small and very minor with not nice looking candles in my opinion. But if this happened now and price managed to break this low, I will look for sells. But as you see, price did not manage to break that low. Yes, it tapped it, maybe, I don't know. It tapped it, but it did not break the low. Okay, hence I did not look for any sells. So I continue, I'll wait for my setup to form. Okay, I can see the pause in price action on the 5 minutes, signaling that there might come a shift in structure soon. So I continue to wait. This did happen quite late, actually between after London, between just before New York. But anyways, we see, okay, there is a minor break of structure or change of character, or whatever you want to call it, but that's not efficient enough for me. Now there's a nice break of structure to the downside. To make it even more visible, I will go to the 1 minute. Now you guys can see it nicely. So like we said, this was, you remember, that was the minor I told you guys I'm not looking at, but here is the nice break of structure I told you guys I like. Now after, where's my block? Let me bring my block back. Let me put it here. Wrong side. Like I said, I apologize guys, it's the first time recording a video in my life. Don't think I've ever done it for work or school or anything. Okay, now we are at, so step 1 we got the bar, step 2 we drew the green block between 7 and 8. Step 3 we saw this area of supply which I marked on the 1 hour. Step 4 is waiting for a 5 minute swift. It must be shift. I apologize guys. Shift. Hey. Shift. Okay, there you go. Shift of structure. That's what happened. I just went down to the 1 minute so that you guys can see it more clearly. The fifth and last step is finally to get an entry, to look at an entry. Now, where is a possible entry? So we saw, like we said, on the 1 minute, it's efficient. I'll take it, but also I'll be on the lookout for this if I had to choose this. As you guys can see, it reacted from there. But anyways, I would have looked at actually where price reacted from here. That's where I would have looked at it. But the next open, or how can I say, void that needs to be filled, fair value gap that needs to be filled, imbalance that needs to be filled, everything is the same, it's just different names. People trying to complicate trading. Is this? There's the fair value gap. Where is it? There. Fair value gap. The void and imbalance is the same thing, but I'm not going to add all these things just to confuse you guys. So after that, we set the limit and we let price play out. We there got tapped. We trust in the strategy, scares us a bit, and go straight into profit. Well, not straight into profit, but straight to our take profit. If we had to put the stop here, would be a crazy risk reward, 1 to 8. Let me just fix it, or 1 to 8. But what would have happened? There's always a chance of some liquidity left behind and being taken out. Hence the reason I put my stop loss at the very, very top. Look, came up, took out liquidity. We're still in the trade. We didn't get taken out. 1 to 4, 1 to 4.5. Great risk reward. Okay. So that's the first. Oh, let me go through with you guys through with the take profit. I can't remember if I saw it on the 5 minute. Yeah, 5 minute. I know James, he speaks a lot about it. ZM Capitals as well. They see it like this. There's a build-up of liquidity or whatever you guys want to call it, and then price taking it out. That's the main idea with this trend line. But you guys can see it like that, but all I saw was another void, another imbalance that had to be filled. Liquidity needs to be taken out. So I saw this, but when I saw the void needing to be filled, I immediately saw the order block or the area of demand or whatever you want to call it, and that's where my TP was set. That's that's pretty much all. That's pretty much it, and that's the first trade done. Let me go to the next day's trade. Let me just delete this. It's gonna annoy me because I always have two pairs or two, like you guys can see. One where I do my analysis and one where I keep my trades saved. My journal basically. So okay, so I can see it's down here. So I'm just gonna play price forward. Okay. Now that we came, let me just put that aside. Okay. And this as well. Okay. Now we can focus on what is important and not getting distracted. Okay. So, like I said, first things, buys. Buys, I think everyone can agree we are bearish. Next thing is going to the 1 hour, drawing our green block. Oh goodness. Here we are. Okay, drawing our green block. This, like I said, is actually not the best of examples, because this one I went with the trend instead of waiting for the break to the upside to continue the sales, but I'll explain to you guys now in a second. So like I said, here's the green box, 7 to 8, we drew it, went straight to the 5 minute. Where's my block? Let me keep it with me here. Went straight to the 5 minute afterwards. It's very systematic approach, so it's difficult to not understand this approach, not follow follow what I'm saying or anything like that. This is just seeing from a different point of view. I will talk you guys through this trade now. Let me maybe just explain what I saw in anything. So obviously we drew the green block. Price continued to sell. into London Open, which was this candle. No, yeah, this candle, yeah. London Open created an area of supply, continued selling. So that's when, after knowing my buyers being bearish, after drawing the green block, after price continuing to break structure, I thought by myself, price might just continue during London, and then when New York comes, reverse, because that's normally how gold operates. But I didn't just blindly sold into that idea. I first looked to my left, and as you guys can see, this line was my take profit. But what is this line? I still remember it like yesterday. This line is a level of liquidity that had to be taken out. That's all it is. As simple as that. Like I said, my price action. My strategy consists of liquidity, price action, and trend. That's all. That's all a strategy, profitable strategy, good enough strategy that makes you money needs to consist of. Okay, so after, like I said, drawing the blind, break of structure, price creating another area of supply here on the 5 minutes. I then waited to see how price is going to react from here. All my entry was based off was this 5 minute bearish engulf from the area supply. That's it. Stops above this wick. That's all. And my target was this 4-hour level of liquidity. We can take it a step further. I didn't actually even think of going to the 1 minute looking for a SMC style entry, but we can. The low that would have needed to be broken for me, there's no clear low. This can be seen as a clear low, where, let me just indicate it with like this. Not really, it's not my most favorite one, or not the one I would have been looking at, and that's where I would have started looking at new selling opportunity. But this is ultimately the one I would have looked at. Price was still a few pips, still a few pips away from our original take profit and that area of liquidity. So I would have placed my order probably here. Let me just is this a sell? Yeah. Probably, sorry you guys, you probably can't really see it nicely with my stops just above. I would have probably, because this can also be seen as liquidity, probably would have waited for another confirmation before taking the sell, where the other confirmation would have been this low. Even though this is a minor break of structure, like I told someone today, price is trending downwards. It is bearish. So the minor break of structure can work in your favor. When price is trading to the upside, a minor break of structure is a no-go if you want to sell. If price is trading in your direction, a minor break of structure is valid, in my opinion. I've seen it in the past, it is valid. But like I said, I probably would have, if I went SMC style entry, waited for this low to be taken out, level of supply being created, and the same take profit. This actually would have been a better risk to reward, a whole 1.5% more, but for me it's not. I know my strategy, I know my thing is very profitable at the end of each month. I will follow what my strategy tells me. Okay, so that was another 4%. The Monday 6 November 4%. Where is it? 5 November? No, 7 November. Yeah, 7 November. Another 4%. Okay, and now I'm somewhere gonna stay. No. Let me see, because buyers. Okay, we must start on the buyers. Okay. Now what's the right word to use? The most common thing for price to do when taking out liquidity, when taking out early buyers, when taking out whatever, is to react and reverse, filling imbalance like this. That's the normal thing it would do. As we can see, there was room for demand to be set. As we can see, price, there was a minor break of structure, but overall the trend is still bearish. So now I just want to play price forward a little bit, see what it's doing. I want to see if price reacted. Yep, reacted. Barely touched that supply there at the top. Reacted from the supply. Okay. So even though we might seem to be bullish, I personally only would have looked at bars above this. That's honestly the only thing. Due to the fact of this being void needs to be filled or imbalance, and that's the next supply I would like to buy into. But price decided to react from this supply zone, so we follow our plan. The first one, where is this? I always lose it. So, like we said, number one, find your bars. Number two, draw the green block. That's what we did. From 7 to 8, we drew the green block. Then immediately go to the 5-minute time frame. We can see even the 5 minutes stepping down. We can immediately see that there's a void or imbalance that needs to be filled. Area of demand. So we mark that out. Okay, we can see that there's another area of demand. Why do I like this area of demand? Why do I even like this area of demand? Because these levels can be seen as liquidity. These levels can be seen as liquidity. Okay, anyways, let's continue. So like I said, we found our buyers, we found our 7 to 8 a.m. candle. 5 minutes are making lower lows, lower highs, etc., etc. All we have to do now is wait for. So, it beats me. All we have to wait for ideally now is the top of this box be taken out, and obviously, like you guys just saw, it got taken out. Anyways, now where's my box? You see, it's somewhere. Now all we wait for is waiting for 5 minutes to shift structure. That's step number 4, and that's what we do. We see, okay, price is slowing down, which is another sign of trend, or not trend, structure might shift. We continue, we like that. Damn, there it is. Like I told you guys, because we are already in a downtrend, that minor break of structure is valid to me. To me, it is valid. So we can even continue. So all this, I remember, this entry was based off from that week. This one, yeah, let me just mark it. That's where I placed my order on that week, just there. So obviously I got entered into the position on that candle there. Let me just do this. Okay, but we can take it a step further, go to the 1 minute, and probably would have used this area. This area is a little bit more refined. But anyways, we got entered, we got triggered. Okay, actually, you see, if I would have went SMC style, entry wouldn't have been placed or entered or triggered or whatever you want to call it. Hence the reason why I always aim for 1, 2, 3, and this was 4. So I was fine with entering the position, like I said, where I did. And there we go. That was step number 4. My apologies. That was step number 5. And like I told you guys, this level of liquidity was my take profit, and we can continue. It gave us a little bit scare. Actually, I'm lying to you guys. That would have been much better entry. This very, very refined entry, like I told you. I did not take it from there. I told you guys I took it from here. But this would have been with the same stop. Not that it matters to me. Obviously, a little bit more money would always be nice. That would have been a 10 risk reward almost. 9.8, 9.6. after giving me a scare. I just left price, trusted my system, trusted my analysis, trusted everything, and let price do its thing. Okay, cool. Now that if you guys even wanted to use this order block, it would have been very, very precise. I was fine, like I said, with a 1 to 4, hence I took this level of liquidity. Okay, what's this? It's not the same day. Well, it is the same day, rather. There you guys go, another 4 risk to reward trade. Okay, now we go again to our 4-hour time frame to get the buyers. Now this was Thursday, the 8th of November that we're going to, no, I'm lying to you guys. We're going to Thursday now, yeah, okay. So let's continue price. Okay, so wait, what's the time here? Oh wait, I'm a little bit, okay. So this is Thursday, 9th. Oh my days, I'm way past where I need to be. Okay, this is 8 o'clock. So what's number one? Get your buyers. We're still bearish. I think everyone can see price reacting from this level of supply. Nice reaction on that 4 a.m. candle. Hence the reason I still feel we are bearish. I mark at 7 a.m. or at 8 a.m. rather. I mark the 7 to 8 a.m. candle. Go to the 5 minute. Like I said, if you stick to the steps, you'll be able to master the strategy. So, bearish 7 to 8 a.m. candle. Wait, ideally we want the high to be broken. There, got taken out. Ideally I would have been starting to look at sales if this low was broken. It was not. So I waited. Okay. Obviously, I got taken out. We now just wait for 5 minute shift in structure. There we have. Oh, wait. I'm past where I need to be. Another thing I want you guys to, because I've missed a few trades in the past when only looking at the 5 minutes. I can go back to the 1 minute only because we are in a downtrend. We broke this green blocker to the upside, hence I can go to the lower time frame to look for entry. Okay, I actually can't remember where did I enter. Let's just see, because 1 minute there was a break of structure, not only a break of structure but a lower high. Failed to break the high. Let me just delete this. Actually, I can't remember where I took entry. Okay. So again, like that previous 5 minutes, I think it was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, where that trade was taken off. It was taken off, if you guys remember right, this area on the 5 minute. Not this precise entry, this area, which I am perfectly fine with. Another full potential for our move. After this break of structure and the lower high formed, I set my limit on this bottom of this week. I got triggered in. Now remember, I got triggered in. And why did I look to take profit here? Let me just go back. Okay, I think everyone can see it was another level of very nicely built up liquidity that had to be taken out. Even this, well, I would be careful with this one. Maybe there's a demand on the lower time frame on this one due to the fact that it reacted from that level of demand. But anyways, further ado, this is the level of liquidity I was aiming for. And obviously, like you guys see, it very quick trade. It took out that level of liquidity and immediately reacted off of it. Another 4.28 or 4 or whatever you want to call it. This was the Thursday. Lastly, Friday. Let's see what price did on the remainder of Thursday. Massive bullish engulf, reacting from the liquidity it took out. I don't want to go past 9 o'clock. Okay, obviously 7. Okay, here's our thing. No man, why did it go past? Oh, 9 o'clock. My apologies. Okay. Now, number 1, find your buyers. Buyers for me is still bearish. You guys will see now I did mark a level of supply on the lower time frame there. A lot of people probably would have, with this reaction in New York, would have thought, okay, maybe we shifted structure. No, we did not. Anyways, for me, if we had to shift structure totally, completely, this high had to be taken out, which is very far. This, even though is a minor break of structure, if price would have taken it out, but it did not happen. We still reacted from a level of supply, as you guys can see. So step 1, buyers, bearish. Step 2, find your 7 a.m. candle. There it is, market, awesome. Okay, let me just track this here. Yeah, 7 a.m. candle marked, drop down to the 5 minute. Now, before even continuing further, we could already see the 5 minute breaking lows. Okay, printing lower highs, lower lows. Maybe not here. This more level of build up liquidity. If I can mark it like this, more level of building up of liquidity building up. Anyways, here's our the 2 blocks, blue one and a green one. Anyways, okay. Yeah, we marked our 7 to 8 a.m. candle. We found an area of supply or demand that could have reacted off in this instance area of supply. Price did break structure here. I found this area of supply, went down to the lower time frame. Why can I go to the 1 minute instead of staying on the 5 minute? Because we are bearish. We are looking for sales. And before you guys tell me, hey, but Divan, this low got taken out. You told us if this low gets taken out, we are looking for buyers. Yes, I did. In some instances or some scenarios, this low can be taken out, but what did we do wrong on Monday, or what did I do wrong on Monday? I traded against the trend, I traded against my strategy, and what did it result into? It resulted into 2 losses in one day. Hence, I'm not going to trade against the trend. I'm going to improvise my strategy to follow the trend. So all I understand, this we are supposed to look for buyers. I understand that, but trend or buyers, it's bearish, so I'm looking for sells. And as you guys can see, it will sometimes, this can also just be seen as Asian liquidity. Okay, and all price is doing is playing around in Asian session, taking out the low, taking out the high, and reversing. And that's exactly what it did. It's just trapping sellers here, taking buyers out. No, apologies. Trapping buyers, taking them out. Okay, getting buyers back in, buyers buying, because we took out Asian low, so we must continue up. We're not. We are still bearish. The trend is still bearish. So we took out the low, took out the high, went to the down to the 1 minute. Why? Because we can. The trend is bearish, so I can go to the lower time frame. Boom. Break of structure there. Very, very refined entry. As you guys can see, it was not even a pip. It's a millipip, if that's even a word. A millipip where we got tagged in. Now let's just review, not the 15, the 5. 15, yeah. Okay, so let's review. I think you guys already know what I'm going to say. I sound like a disc or a CD on repeat. Build up of liquidity like we saw on the other day. Almost the same. It's just a little bit straighter, not as steep. A void that needs to be filled. I think this is probably one of my favorite setups. Okay, so quick recap. Buyers, bearish, green block. We got taken out. The downside, yes, but we are bearish overall, so we looked for sells. We waited for not the 5 minute but the 1 minute. to shift structure, which it did. We marked it there, and then the 1 minute entry, we set the entry. I was fine with this first order block or demand or whatever you call it, because it's a 1 to almost 8. So I am perfectly fine with that. I think if I had to trade enough capital and I get this on a Monday at 1 to 8, I'm done for the month. I'm not even done for the week. I will probably be done for the month. But anyways, let's go back to the 1 minute. Now you guys know where my take profit is. Go back to the 1 minute and continue to play price. When this low got broken, that's when I set stops break even, let the rest run. Made me panic a bit. Last played around, played with my feelings, and oh wait, boom, there we go. Exactly how we've planned. Yes, this probably could have been another area of where we could have looked for a trade. In this scenario, let me just first mark out the trade. Break of structure here, and a possible sell from here or wherever. Okay, let's just put it there with stops here. I want to just below 3, but anyways, in this scenario, no, I would not be taking that trade. Why? I already reduced my risk to 0% to break even when we broke this low. So why would I, having a risk-free trade running, so why would I add another risk? Why would I add more risk even though I am risk-free? Like I told you guys in one of my messages, the main focus for this group will not be not teaching you guys. The majority of you already know how to trade. Let's rather use the word influencing you guys to be profitable traders, be independent traders, and so on and so on. It is to teach you guys capital preservation. The reason 99.9% of traders in the industry fail is because they overtrade, they risk more than what they should be risking, they're not looking after their capital. All I did here was looking after my capital. Low broke, which means we should fill the void to the downside. Yes, you could have manually closed here. It would have still given you a, hey, you stoked there. Would have still be giving you a 7R. I did not. I just put my stops at break even, went on with my day. This was a Friday. Yeah, actually I went to play golf if I'm not mistaken. So I left the trade running. So for me, there's no risk in this trade anymore. The better option, yes, probably would have been to take myself out of the position here, securing 1 to 7, not going through all the stress, or actually maybe spread or price going a little bit up to my entry, taking out maybe this level of liquidity here, and actually leaving me with no money made for the day where I could have made 7%. But yeah, obviously that's not what happened. I'm being transparent with you guys, and I left it. Put my stops to break even. No risk involved anymore. I can enjoy my day. I know my capital is safe. That's the reason why I did not even look to enter here. Okay, so yeah, I think, oh, and that was a 1 to 7. So in total for the week it was 4, 8, 12, 16, 23, 21, 23, I don't know, 16 plus 7, whatever it is, 23. No, oh man, whatever it is. Can't do math on the spot. But anyway, so yeah, that brings me to the end of the first video made for the community. I just want to apologize again for the stuff I apologize in the beginning. We learn, me and my team, we learn as we go on how to manage Discord channels, etc, etc. I'm asking you guys to please not send or reply to anything on the gold analysis group and the SPX analysis group. That's where I am only sending information and trades, etc, etc. We are still figuring out if someone maybe knows how to set it on Discord where only I can send messages on the channel, please do inform me, send me a personal message or whatever the case might be. And then stuff or questions like this, asking about trades, asking about trade opinions, etc., etc., please ask me in Traders Talk, or let you guys must let me know if you guys maybe want a channel apart from the one I manage and send trades to you guys from, or trading ideas. Maybe let me get a lower time frame or higher time frame channel where we can all talk together as traders. Please let me know on that. And yeah, apologies, I know English is not my main language or primary language, so sometimes you can see I pause when I talk. I'm trying to think what to say, how to say it, using the right words, etc., etc. And I might still not have a voice for community, if I can, a boring or annoying voice, whatever it might be, but it will get better at time as I get used to it. And I will be looking for proper equipment to soon make a potential course to provide you guys, but I'm very, everything must be perfect, so it's still going to take a while before I start. I still need to master everything, how can I say, technology wise. And like I said, I want it to be perfect, and I will probably let the community pay like a quarter of the price instead of the whole price, because you guys already paid lifetime, whether it was $50 or $500, it doesn't matter. You guys paid for lifetime, which means technically you paid for all the education, everything included. Then I just want to remind you guys, sorry, I sound like a news lady or news guy. I just want to remind you guys about the affiliation program. Please invite friends, please invite family members. Like I said, you can actually make your money back and be in lifetime technically for free. So for every person you refer, 10% on the invoice, it goes straight to your bank account, straight to your PayPal account, Luna, whatever you use. You just tell me and I will send it to you. Okay, thanks guys. We will then be trading possibly in the morning London session using the same strategy. I'll be honest with you guys, I didn't even look at the charts today when CPI got released. I just see SPX up 2%. I don't even want to know how many people lost money on that, being on the wrong side of the market. And yeah, another thing I want to tell you guys, or just tell you, how can I say, inform you guys, if I have a morning like a 4% or even a 3% or whatever, and I feel good about the morning, and I don't see anything immediately on SPX in New York session, I'm not even going to look to trade. I'm going to be off the charge, enjoying my day, saving my profits, withdrawing my profits, enjoying my profits, whatever you wanna do with it, and go do, probably play golf or whatever, or work on bettering my teaching skills or whatever it might be. So yeah, but I will inform you guys immediately. And if I do decide not to trade New York, and there was one thing more. No, I can't remember, but I'll probably let you guys know. Oh, any questions, please ask in, what did I name that channel? It was strategies information, something like that. Please go ahead, watch the video, ask me anything, and I will get back to you. Maybe ask on the channel itself. Maybe there's someone else with the same question, and I can answer it immediately before having to type and explain it twice. Okay, but that's me, guys. I will see you guys in the AM. Enjoy your night, enjoy the rest of your day, wherever you are from, and yeah, peace.